Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of my live tea tasting. I've got an exciting blend for you guys tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and pour some of this out. Tonight's blend is slightly late, but a good one nonetheless. I'm going to be tasting one that was made specifically for Cinco de Mayo. Unfortunately, I'm about 10 days late, but better late than ever, right? So I went ahead and pour this out. I'm going to show you guys. I am super excited because this is a really delicious smelling blend. Greg, welcome. Snea, welcome. So you guys just popped in just in time. So tonight's blend is Cinco de Mayo, as I mentioned before. Hey Ma, welcome. It's got chocolate chip, black tea, cinnamon, red peppercorns, marigolds, and little teeny tiny marshmallows. Rachel, welcome. Thanks for popping in. So let me tell you guys right off the bat, as soon as I opened up this this blend, I was stoked. It smells like spicy hot chocolate, and it's incredible. Oh, no worries, Rachel. We've all got things to deal with. That's fine. Andre, welcome. Glad you could stop by. Haven't seen you in a while. So tonight's blend, take a look at that. Look at how beautiful this is. It's a really nice dark copper tone to it. It's nice and clear, and it's very very fragrant. Nicole, welcome. I see you popped in as well. Oh my god, but this thing smells like hot chocolate. I'm totally stoked. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and cut right to it because this is smelling too good. Oh yes. This is an incredible taste. Luciano, welcome. Nicole, I see you popped in. I don't know if I said hello but hey, anyway. Anyway, so right off the bat, this is super chocolatey. Like, you know how I've said before that it's called Cinco de Mayo, Andre, and it's a chocolate-based tea it's stunning, really. Like, it's basically it's a hot chocolate, but a spicy hot chocolate. It's not too overpowering with the spice, which is fine because some people just can't handle it. But this one, like, I for one have a taste for it. Give me spices, the hotter the better. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, and I think I steeped it at just the right time because there's a slight hint of astringency that I avoided. So I pulled it out just in time. See, welcome. So let me show you guys what this tea actually looks like when it's dry. It's a very festive looking tea. Take a look at this. So you can see right off the bat, the marshmallows just pop right out at you. And you can see right around here, it's got the chocolate chips with the black tea, chunks of cinnamon bark, and the marigolds in there. Right behind this marshmallow here is the red peppercorn, and I mean it's like a very very fragrant. I'm having troubles. It's a very very fragrant kind of scent to it. Hey Teresa, welcome. That it's kind of fudgy in its way. Now normally when Adagio, because that's who it's from, when Adagio uses chocolate, they use a dark chocolate base. This one actually smells and tastes like a milkier chocolate, a little bit creamier than what I was expecting, which is absolutely wonderful because I love milk chocolate over dark. So this is the kind of flavor that I was hoping for, because usually when you make hot chocolate, you make a milk chocolate, or a what's the word? There's like a melt. I want to say melting chocolate. Pops, welcome. There was I want to say like a drinking chocolate. That's what it's called. Usually you use a drinking chocolate, which is a much thicker and creamier blend. This one has a lot of that taste, not so much the texture because it's still water-based, but in this case, I'm like thoroughly enjoying the fullness of the flavor. It's naturally sweet, so I don't have to add anything to it. But if I wanted to, I would probably just add some milk to it because it really doesn't need anything for sweetness. Maybe a little texture might help it out. But other than that, this is a really, really good blend. It has this. Now I'm starting to get like a little bit of a probably because of the extra astringency. I'm getting more of a dark chocolate flavor. It had to sit a while. I guess it had to settle a bit. But when I first tried it, it was more on the milky sweet side. Now it's gotten slightly bitter for like a dark chocolate kind of effect to it, which is it's still absolutely delicious. I'm hoping for a bit more of a spicy kick though, but that's just me. Oh, that is so good. When I taste it, it's very flavored. It's very full and wholesome. It's taking over my entire palate while my mouth is closed, and it kind of has this slow burn. The flavor sticks around quite a while. I'm still tasting it, and it's still very profound. Even as I talk, usually when you exhale and inhale, and it kind of like wafts the taste out, you get it's still maintaining a certain amount of flavor on the tongue, which is excellent because when you eat chocolate, that's what you want. You want that flavor to stick around for quite some time. So this is having that same effect. And it has a natural creaminess, not like a super duper thick, kind of creaminess that you can add to it when you put cream or milk or whatever in there. However, I think it could benefit for a little bit more cinnamon. Or something to give it more of a kick. There was a flavor, it's chili lime green, that it had a really nice hot spice to it. It was really good. They used chili, of course, but that is like an extreme version to give it that actual spicy kick that it has. This could stand for it, but that's just my opinion. Some people just don't like super spicy teas. I say go for it. Now, when I swallow, I'm tasting it all the way to the back of the throat, even on the roof of my mouth. That's when it kind of goes into the realm of scent. And as you breathe in flavor. So there's a kind of aftertaste that is hanging around, but to the point where it's really mellow and it just sits on your tongue, and it basically just occupies your palate. I like the way that sounds because it's very accurate in the way that it's portrayed, because it sits there and it melts on the tongue. That's just the way chocolate should. But I mean, it's got actual chocolate in it, so granted, you're going to get that kind of an effect. However, it's a little bit surprising only because you're not actually eating the chocolate. You can eat the chocolate. It'll be kind of hard, and I'll show you why right now. I'll just use that as a nice little segue. Because after you steep it, a lot of the time, the chocolate just kind of melts into it. So you'll see there's not a whole lot of whole chips. right here is a partially melted chip. It's kind of hard to like distinguish that between the black tea. Where is it? I'm looking for another piece of chocolate. I don't think that there's gonna be one that's more prevalent than this one over here. But as you can see, like it's melted into the leaf, which means it also melted into the water as the tea was brewing or as it was steeping. So you're getting actual chocolate in here, and it's so good. I remember the first time I tried the. Oh yeah, it's very beautiful. It's a very colorful fall. Well, I wouldn't say colorful tea, but it's got like the accents of the yellow marigolds. That was it. Yeah, it is marigolds, right? Yeah, marigolds. I don't know why I was thinking differently, but it's got like the accents of the marigold against the browns and the reds. So it's a beautiful looking tea. Would you prefer to drink this with milk? Milk would definitely complement this very well. It would. Oh, excuse me. It would give it like a more of a textured flavor. I mean, sorry, a textured mouthfeel, but I don't necessarily think it would sweeten it too much because it's already got the milk chocolate in it. If it does, it would enhance it quite a bit. Not quite a bit, but it would enhance it. It would just not be a significant amount. Not, yeah, not that I would imagine. But it's like I'm getting tinges as it cools down a little bit. I'm getting tinges of the red peppercorn a little bit, not as much as I'd like. Juliet, welcome. I'm not. I when I go spicy, I go spicy. So I would love to like get that kick with the chocolate behind it. Whew, that would be incredible. Like I'm a huge fan of the what is it, the cayenne pepper, I want to say, the cayenne, like they have like chocolate bars with cayenne pepper mixed in it or chili peppers. That is really good. Well, now I'm gonna do the Thomas taste to see if it if it changes my perspective a bit. Mmm. Oh yeah. Oh, that is really good. That's as you breathe out, all you're getting is chocolate. And it's super sweet, super creamy, as long as you don't let that flavor out. I'm not getting much of the spice on that. I'm getting a little bit. You said the tea is getting close to astringent as it cools. Does it mean it does not hold well? That would depend because I mean there was a slight bit of it, but it's still holding up really well. I'm not like it's not astringent to the point where it's giving me that bach kind of flavor, but it's a slight dark chocolate kind of astringent, which in this case it works for the tea rather than against it. Because I mean, you know, some people prefer dark chocolate over milk. But in this case, I think that if I were to cold brew it or make it into an iced tea, which I most certainly would love to, because this is gonna taste like Nestle Quick. You know, you have like that chocolate liquid. I would add milk to it as well. Cold steep it overnight. Add a little bit of sugar and add a little bit of cinnamon to it. That would be incredible. Oh man, I think this is definitely something that you know I've never had a chocolate iced tea before, and now that I think about it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna yeah. I just talked myself into it. But you know, like that's sometimes you just have to do it. You have to find something you like and just use your imagination, see what you can do, experiment with it a little bit. I always encourage that. But yeah, like this is definitely one that is it's for the books. This is definitely one that you would want to savor and drink and what was it? You know, this blend would probably go well with a mate. I mean, yeah, there is a mocha nut mate that Adagio sells, and you know, like chocolate with mocha, that would pretty go well. That would go pretty well. I don't know any other mate that this would complement, because a lot of mates are usually very very seedy, you know, very like hay. So adding the chocolate chips to it wouldn't do it any favors, basically. At least in my opinion. A good mate is a good standalone. I wouldn't. Oh yeah, absolutely. Experimentation is always the best. I just wouldn't put this one with a mate that I know about because of the hay kind of flavor. The chocolate's not going to complement that well. They do have different mates that blend well fruit wise, because the fruit is so strong it overpowers a lot of the hay flavor and mutes it just a little bit. But chocolate mate, I mean, you'd have to be very specific with the amount of chocolate that you put in. I mean, I would probably put in so much chocolate that it would overpower the hay altogether, and that would kind of render it pointless. You know, I mean, what's the point of drinking a mate if you can't drink the mate? But yeah, I think that it would go pretty well. Unless, you know what, I just realized. Do you mean matcha? Because chocolate matcha is a lot more popular than chocolate mate. I'm going to divert myself and say, if you are talking about matcha, yes, I think that this would go well with a matcha, only because matchas tend to blend very easily. So, you know, you just make something like this, add a spoon of matcha, stir it up, and have at it. You know, I mean, it depending on the strength of the matcha, though, that might be a little bit of an issue, because this is just another tea kind of thing. So, oh, excuse me, you're gonna have a bit of a competition with the matcha, because matcha tends to be very powerful. So if you're going to, oh, excuse me, I was fighting that hiccup for a while. If you're going to have a mix of matcha in this, I would do 2 parts chocolate and 1 part matcha. So you get a stronger presence of the chocolate, so that the matcha won't overpower it. But definitely, that is a good idea. Okay, I'm opening up the floor to questions and comments. Anything that you want to talk about or ask, now's the time. I know, Teresa, you have that same question. What would I pair this with? Chocolate. Like, anything that goes with chocolate, this would go well with. Chocolate strawberries, chocolate bananas, chocolate orange, chocolate with ice cream, and like chocolate cake. And I mean, like, this is a very, very good blend. So you can it's very flexible and a universal flavor. I mean, everybody loves chocolate. Well, most everybody, but in this case, I think it would actually Does this tea have caffeine? Yes, it does. Any black tea has a good amount of caffeine. Again, it's not going to be as high as coffee or mate, because mate is really super caffeinated for a tea. But in this one, it's going to have a good amount. And I lost my train of thought. The Yeah, it happens a lot at my age. I just had an idea, and it's gone. It was probably going to be something about cooking with it. I think that maybe there could be a way. If I knew how to make pudding, I would probably try to incorporate this somehow to have like a nice spicy hot chocolate pudding. I think that that would be incredible. That's something to consider. I've never done anything like that before, but if I get the chance, who knows? I'll go for it. Mhm. Okay, so while you guys are thinking of your questions, I do have an announcement that is only half of an announcement because it's not set in stone yet. But I will be collaborating with Tilula, and Juliet is here as well. We're working on a contest for you guys that's going to be insane in the most literal sense. Looking forward to it. I'm looking to have the official announcement within the next couple days, so probably Monday or Tuesday, something like that. We're hoping. But yeah, I'm really excited because I've never done anything like this before, and I've never heard of anybody else that's doing anything like this. So this is going to be a really super fun contest, and it's going to take a little bit of work, but the payoff I think is going to be worth it. And you know what I mean? It's just I'm trying so hard not to give too much away. I'm holding my tongue. You guys could probably hear it that I'm holding back. But yeah, this is going to be a really, really fun time. And I'm hoping to get like a whole lot of participation from you guys, because I mean, just the fun that it's going to have. Absolutely. So we're just waiting on one more little bit of information. And once that piece is in place, we'll make the announcement. And this is going to be a collaboration. So people who follow the Tilula page already, they will be notified. This is going to be, it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'll just leave it at that before I say too much and ruin the surprise. But yeah, this is going to be awesome. I had to put some more tea in my mouth before I said too much. I'm currently admitting that right now. Okay, questions, comments, anything you want to talk about? Now's the time. And this tea is holding up. It's still holding up pretty well, Sneha. Like I said, it was astringent. It's still holding that same level of astringency that's not too overpowering. The tea is settling. The chocolate is still strong, and it's still overpowering whatever astringency there is. But it's still like complementing it pretty well. So I wouldn't necessarily say that this isn't holding up well, because it certainly is. As far as a rating is concerned, because I know that you're thinking about it, I would give this a 4.5 to 5. 5 teacups. That's going to be my official rating, 5 teacups, because I would drink 5 teacups of this, no problem. Let's do it. But yeah, this is holding up really well. I kind of sort of want to put some milk in it right now. I still have a whole serving left in my teapot, so that's something that I can do afterwards. Because I mean, like I said, milk is not going to add a whole lot to it. That's not already there. It is going to make it creamier, give it a little bit more sweetness. But I mean, if I do add it, it's going to be for texture, not for taste. This is definitely not lacking in taste. And take a look at it; it's still beautiful. You can see my my computer screen in the back. I don't like that reflection. It's like you can't see it. But yeah, so still a nice clear. I don't know. The light's not bending to my will this time. It looked better earlier, so if you want to go back and check it out from the beginning of the stream, then go for it. It looks a lot better then. Oh, it's so good. And right now I'm so stuffed because I just had this really big dinner. So this is a good way to wash it down. And that's another good thing to pair it with then, because now that I mentioned it, I had steak with red peppers and tortellinis. And this is complementing it well, so that worked. This looks really dark. I mean, it's probably a combination of the light, because I lit this stream slightly different. I forgot to put on the lamp, so yeah, it looks a little bit darker. And now my background is getting dark, so yeah, everything is starting to get dark, and also the flavor is settling, so you're getting more of a darkness in the tea itself. Oh, excuse me. That kind of snuck up on me. Okay, looks like I have maybe 1 or 2 sips left. So I'm opening up the floor again. Questions, comments, anything you want to talk about or ask, now's the time. Or forever hold your peace. Oh man, I'm so gonna collapse after this stream is over. It's so good. And it's settling in my stomach. Oh, but it's really mellow and really relaxing, and I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. So, oh man, all right. Last sip, last call. Anybody want anything to talk about? Now's the time. There we go. Okay. So, thanks once again for joining me tonight. This was an excellent blend. After the stream, I'll go ahead and add the link to it. I'm not sure if this counts as a seasonal tea, but it is on the Adagio website, so I do have a link to share. Yeah, that's it. So, in the meantime, have a wonderful night, a great weekend. Oh, I almost forgot the tea party, the virtual reality party, is going to be tomorrow, same time as always, 3 o'clock Central. So I will send in a reminder once again. And I hope to see you guys there. Okay? Have a great night. Alejandra, welcome. I see you just on the tail end. All right. Have a great night, and I will see you next time. Bye.